Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Bonner-Cozad, and I'll be teaching this semester's Social Welfare Policy and Services 1, online section only. I just wanted to take a few minutes to introduce myself, let you know a little bit about me. I have been in the field for many years, it seems like. I started actually as an educator and then moved into case management with learning disabled youth and adults when I was still living up in Western New York. Shortly after, I had an opportunity to work in what at the time was a fairly new type of transitional services. Typically, in upstate New York, when you turned 18, you aged out of the youth system, and there was a gap in services from 18 to 21. And so there was a grant written to provide mental health services, housing, transportation, the whole kit and caboodle for people 18 to 21 until they were old enough then to to apply to the adult social service system. And it was a great experience, and it encouraged me to seek out my master's degree in social work, which I started at the University of Buffalo and finished here at Howard University in 2005, after which I entered the PhD program and really had an opportunity to focus on my interest in social work research, which I feel is a critical field. I have been teaching since I entered the doctoral program, 2007 I started, focusing mostly on social policy. It's my real passion. Many people, when they come to the School of Social Work, their primary interest is in direct services, which is great, but I have a deep and abiding desire to see more social workers take an interest in the policy side. I think people's impression is that it's boring and dry, but I think once you really get an opportunity to see just how critical these policies are to the people that we serve, it takes on a very different meaning. At any rate, I hope over this semester you will, even if you don't gain the same kind of passion, you will gain an understanding of how critical these policies are, and that they be written and implemented in ways that serve our clients. So I actually work for AARP. I do research for not just our state offices, but also our internal partners. The last several years, I've focused mostly on Medicaid expansion and caregiving. At this point, my role has changed a little bit. I'm doing less primary research and more secondary analysis as I focus on client relations. I'm the advisor for both the West and Central regions. So a little bit more travel, a little bit more presenting our findings in conferences. Excuse me. A lot more client services work, and it's been an interesting change, and of course the secondary analysis. So that's it for, I think, education and work experience. I am married. I have one son who is going to be 13 next month. We have one dog. And I actually live out in Woodbridge, so you're not likely to see me. I know it's online, but you're not likely to see me in the School of Social Work. I only really come into the district to work, and then I'm headed back out here. But I am available to you. I've set up virtual office hours every Monday from 8 to 9. You may text me. Please, I've given you my cell phone number. Please only use that in dire emergency. But I do respond to text messages, usually within the hour or so. And I also respond to emails. And, if you send me an email, please be sure to give me at least a day to respond to you, though I'm usually much faster than that. I encourage you to really give yourself an hour and really spend some time getting to know where all the information is on Blackboard. If you've never used it before, you really need to look at the tutorials and become familiar with it, because you will be on Blackboard regularly. Get started with your reading. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're behind in anything. And there are lots of forums to get information from me, and information that you can share with one another. And I'm looking forward to this semester. So I'm looking forward to reading your introductions and getting to know you. And we'll talk soon. Take care.